Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. In today's video, we are going to be looking into what is in store for you for your career from now onwards to 6 months from now. As usual, you have 3 piles in front of you. Please pick one that speaks to you and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've picked pile 1, this is what's in store for you when it comes to your area of work. Now, for you, the very first card is that of awakening, okay? So, upcoming 6 months for you are going to be, in fact, very important. Your career is actually going to head in a very different direction, okay? You're understanding what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and that is sort of triggering a blessed change for you. Also, what is happening is you're becoming very intentional towards what you want to create, okay? And that is going to impact your career area as well. Now, we have a lot more oracle cards today, but we're going to be taking them as clarifiers for the end. But we'll start with your tarot, and for your career we have the world, we have strength, 2 of pentacles, 2 of cups, and magician. Okay, so absolutely that awakening card really playing in strongly for you. Basically, the next 6 months are promising to be very special for you, okay? There is nothing else than growth for you, and this is you growing strong day by day, okay? Your work is going to improve, you're going to be feeling better. In fact, in certain cases, I definitely see you guys moving up when it comes to your career, okay? This could be leadership positions, this could be positions where people acknowledge the work you do, and also you get a lot of rewards for it, like financial rewards. That is also coming for you. But at the same time, you're going to be coupled with a lot of responsibilities, okay? Like maybe because of your area of work increasing, you're going to be having this, you're going to be having that. Maybe for a couple of you, you'll have a lot of people to work with, so having a team may also be possible for you. But at the same time, for a couple of you, this could be you involved in 2 things, okay? Now, this could be like a part-time job on one end and a full-time on another, or in certain cases this could be, like studying on one end and working on another, or maybe your family responsibilities and your career on the other end. But there is a lot that you need to juggle is what is coming forward. But also along with that, there are a couple of important choices for you to make. Now, these choices can be like something like a change in job, or changing your stream of work, or changing the pattern of work. But there is a lot that you need to choose for yourself. But at this point of time, you're going to be working in harmony with other people. So especially if you have a lot of colleagues who you work with, or team members that you work with, you are going to be working in a great deal of harmony with each other. Also, the possibility of business is definitely on your mind. So maybe if you are thinking about starting your own business, or if you have your own business currently, that's really going to go strong, okay? In fact, financially you're going to be improving. People are going to recognize your ability in the market a lot more. In fact, for a couple of you, your work going global, that possibility is there, okay? So like fame abroad, that is possible. But again, for a couple of you, getting a job in a location away from your house, or moving to a different city or a different country for work is also a possibility. Of course, for a couple of you, you could be like working, staying in a one country or staying in a city, whereas your office in the other place, okay? Or earning money in the form of foreign exchange, that can also be possible for you. But understand this, as you're moving forward, you are the magician, so you have everything that you can use to make yourself a successful person. So you're going to be having the resources that you need, you're going to be having people helping you in a way that you need help, and also your talent is the most important thing. Keeping the 6 months in mind, it is your own ability that is helping you become the best in whatever you do, okay? Always remember, the control is in your own hands, because you are strong, you're capable, and because you're feeling very confident. That is the reason why a lot of things are going to be happening. Of course, if you're having a lot of responsibilities, don't be afraid to delegate them, okay? See, you have the ability to honestly do it all yourself, but honestly, delegation is really good, so that you are free to do other things. And especially if you are involved in business, why not get help? Because that could really, really help you, and it could actually leave you with a great deal of time for yourself. Yeah. Now, we're going to be taking clarifiers. Okay, self love. That makes sense, since you're juggling a lot of things, it is important for you then to take time out for yourself. It may so happen that you'll actually become so busy in your area of work that sometimes you may ignore your own needs. So, at that point of time, please remind yourself that you yourself are your biggest priority. Your health comes first. To make sure you have like a proper exercise routine, you have a proper diet around it, you have like, you're giving yourself what you need food wise, you're really taking care of yourself, and of course occasional breaks or time with family. Please make sure you have a balanced life, okay? Because that is one thing that can be a challenge for you. Okay. Now, this is very interesting, okay, because you have the card of awakening. So essentially, for the next 6 months, sometimes you may feel like you are halfway into the new energy and halfway into the old. Honestly, this is also like the planets showing up at their best. So you could feel like you are just hitting progress, but there is a part of you that still needs to work, okay? So this is almost like being a work in progress, and maybe this is also because you're doing too many things, okay? So make sure, if you can, you make one thing a priority, and the second thing, when you get time or if you get time, you do that. Because burdening yourself is something I see, and then maybe for a couple of you, balancing that can be slightly a problem. But of course, you're strong and brave, so you can do it. That's what I believe in. And for you, one thing that's going to be really important is, especially when the area of your work comes, especially when the area of your job comes or your education comes, it's important for you to not be negative. So if you're preparing for some kind of an exam, and if you're constantly thinking, am I going to make it? Am I going to get those marks, or am I going to be good enough, or am I going to get that promotion? Stop questioning yourself. You're strong, you're capable, and you're very talented. You have to believe in your own self, and I think the self-love then really ties it up, okay? So if there are any negative beliefs you're holding when it comes to your workplace, you need to let it go. And of course, negativity with a colleague, if there is something that you're holding in your heart against somebody, or sometimes it happens, we don't like somebody we work with, release that. Because if you release that and work in harmony, things could really, really work in your advantage then, okay? So please make sure you pay attention to that. And of course, the last one for you is, of course, here you have multiple messages coming up for you. For some, this could actually be working from home, and that makes sense given the current scenario. This can work out in number of ways, okay? You may have a business where you work from home, or you may be working from your own office, so this means your own space. But for a couple of you, this could actually involve like moving into some area of work where you're comfortable with, doing something that you love. Because honestly, pile one, only in doing something that you really, really love will you really find the best success. So if you're currently stuck in a job that you do not enjoy, maybe it's time to look for a new one and awaken to that reality of, what do I really want? That is a question that you need to ask yourself. But otherwise, your own business, you being an entrepreneur, if that is a possibility for you in the future, please take it seriously. Because honestly, I feel like you guys are free spirits, okay? You guys are meant to be entrepreneurs. Maybe if you feel like that now is not the right time, at least in the future, because that is absolutely for you. Yeah. So basically, do what you love, pile one, because that is what you're going to be best at. But when it comes to your career, everything looks really promising. Just be a little bit patient with yourself, because you're changing as a person. And what happens is, when a person changes, they want to make changes in every area of their life. And I think that is translating for you when it comes to your career as well. So overall, that is what's in store for you when it comes to your work. As always, I wish you the very, very best, and I pray for your success in everything that you do. I'll leave you here. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, this is what's in store for you when it comes to your area of work or your career. Now, we'll be starting with your focus word, and for you guys, that's miracles. So, when it comes to your career, especially, things may happen that almost seem like, okay, this is too good to be true, or this could be, luck moving into your favor. Okay, so that is definitely the vibe I get here, and I think that's really magical. So whatever it is that you're doing right now, even if you don't really see any notable progress in it, something's gonna happen that is gonna blow your mind. Okay, that's what I see for you. Okay, now this really makes sense. I'll just place all the cards first, and then I'll just explain the whole thing to you. Okay, so essentially, there is something that you've been working on, especially your area of work, and if you feel like, the success you deserve is coming slowly, or if you feel like the kind of progress you are making compared to your friends, it's lesser. Trust me, it's going to blossom in a way that even you did not expect for yourself, and then you're going to be just shooting up miles ahead. For you, especially pile 2, what I see here is you are a player for the longer run. Like maybe for you, your progress is going to be slow and steady, but your progress is going to be so consistent that at a later point of time, nobody is going to be able to shake you from the position that you reach. Okay, this is like having a thorough knowledge base, this is having like practical experience, but also a certain amount of wisdom that will come with you, and that is essentially what I really see for you. Also, for a couple of you, over the next 6 months, you could be taking a decision that will shape your future in a much more efficient manner. That is what I see. But also, I see you guys becoming very passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, in a way, this is you doing your job creatively. Like if a certain person does it in a certain way, you are going to be now giving your career an entirely different facet. Okay, and people are really going to be noticing that about you. Your energy around your work is so beautiful that success cannot but come to you. So success is absolutely coming your way. But also, for a couple of you, I see you guys going back to university or studying really hard for something. Okay, this could be for a couple of you, going in for internships or learning something on your own. Maybe this could be online, this could be with a mentor, or in certain cases just by mere observation. But you are going to become like a student of life in a way. And in fact, even if you absolutely have like no plans of going back to school or learning something at this point of time can actually place you miles ahead as compared to everyone else. But I see a sort of a new beginning happening in your area of work. For a couple of you, this could be like leaving a previous job or leaving a previous type of work and moving into a new one, or just doing it in a way that is really really miraculous in a way. Yeah, also for a couple of you, what I see here is sometimes you may feel like defeated. Okay, you may feel like, oh, why isn't this working, or why this is not happening. That is because your mindset currently, the one you have, is not suiting you in terms of the long run. Maybe you're just looking at situation the way it is right now, whereas you need to look at it in a way, the future. You need to become very future oriented, because as far as your future is concerned, especially 6 months from now, I see miraculous progress in a way that is going to be so strong and so brilliant that people are going to be sitting back and taking notice of it. Yeah, but you're going to be emerging as a winner. Also, I see the presence of a mentor here who could help you out, and this could actually be a female, somebody who is very passionate about her work, and as a result you could benefit from her tutorship. But the presence of a woman will be of great advantage to you. But like I said, miracles are going to be happening in your area of work, and that will actually happen when you least expect it. But your progress is amazing, and yes, fruition. So whatever it is that you're planting right now, the seeds that you're planting right now, they're really really gathering that fruit 6 months from now, and definitely you could be surprised with this yourself. So something is going to blow your mind by two. That is what I see. But all your hard work is paying off. That is what I can say. This could be passing an examination. This could actually involve getting the promotion that you want. But overall, just doing really, really well at your work. You just have to keep the faith, pile two. You just have to keep the faith. Now, the message essentially for you is be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Okay, so whatever you want to do, whatever your heart asks you to do, you need to be able to be true to yourself. If your heart is telling you this is not the right way, I should be doing things this way, listen to yourself, because sometimes your heart guides you in the best way possible. So listen to what you yourself are telling you, the language of your soul, because the language of the soul is actually linked to those miracles. Yeah, so make sure you're doing that as well. And you're never alone. Like I said, you have the presence of, especially a female mentor who will guide you through the entire process. So you're not alone. People around you are going to be helping you when it comes to your area of work. And also you have your guides, especially if you feel like you need help in a certain kind of work you are doing, ask for their assistance and they'll help you out. But you're certainly not alone. And confidence is the key to your success. So absolutely, like I was hinting here, maybe you underestimate your abilities, or maybe you're just too worried about something. Don't worry, pal 2. Do not worry, okay? It's just your anxiety playing out, and honestly I can relate because I used to be this way. So just believe in yourself a lot more. Okay, just believe in yourself. You are gonna get everything that you need, one step at a time, because that's the way you're proceeding. You guys are long-term players, not the short-term kind who get the progress one day and then they just zoom off into the distance. Okay, you're meant for the longer run, and your climb is meant for the highest peaks. Yeah. So overall, that is what is in store for you when it comes to your career 6 months from now. And miracles, it's gonna happen, and everything that you're working for, you're gonna get progress in it. That's what I have for you when it comes to your career. I'll leave you here, and as always, I want to pray for your progress and for all of your dreams to come true. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, this is what's in store for you when it comes to your work. Now, for you, the word that's going to be really important for your career is focus. So, over the next 6 months, you really, really need to focus on whatever it is that you're doing to get the results you seek. So if you are currently distracted, or if you feel like something else is taking your attention away from work, then maybe you need to rethink your priorities a bit. So if you feel like you're distracted by your friends, if you feel like you're distracted by your family or something else like romance, relationships, you need to bring your focus back on track. Okay, because if you are not having that proper pinpoint when it comes to your goals, then that may take you away from your desired goals. That is what I see. So certain adjustments definitely need to be happening. Yeah, and you have change, you have King of Swords, you have Hermit, you have 4 of Cups, and you have 3 of Pentacles. Okay, now essentially I get a strong message about taking some time out from whatever you're doing and really focusing on learning. Okay, learning something deeper about your area of work, or getting greater knowledge about it. Okay, now this could be like learning online, learning through a mentor, or just putting in concentrated effort. But for at least the next 2 to 3 months, you need to ignore everything else, or at least maintain a good balance in order to achieve whatever it is that you achieve. But I also see a great deal of change coming into you. So this could essentially mean that you may change your job, you may change your location, or you may change the pattern of working. And if you do that, then there is a great deal of happiness and fulfillment for you. At the same time, as you move forward, I believe when it comes to your work, you're going to be very logical. You're going to be very, very inclined towards micromanagement of things. Okay, so isolation period and the dedication period will really work for you, and then you'll emerge as somebody stronger. So I believe over the next 6 months you are going to be sort of cutting out your emotions away from your work. Okay, it's going to be like, okay, work means work and your heart is not into your work. Okay, I don't really mean this in terms of you're not enjoying your work, but it just means like if you have to make a decision, you will ask your mind rather than your heart to make that decision for you. But it's actually going to work out for you, because what is happening for you currently is you have the Four of Cups. So sometimes maybe your work is leaving you slightly dissatisfied, or you may feel like slightly bored about it, but because you separate your mind and heart, you may be able to get over that boredom. But also as you move forward, you're going to be working very happily with a team, or maybe if you're a student, you could be like studying in a group, and if you are working with people, this could be like, harmony when it comes to your team relationships. And in fact, you may get a new project. Okay, and this new project requires you to work with new people. So like I said, maybe you could change your job, and that change of job could introduce you to new people. That is a possibility. But of course, for a couple of you, this could also involve like change of a city for you, change of an area of work for you. Okay, so all of that is indicated, but there is a clear distinction of logic from emotions, and there is also a period of isolation solely dedicated to work. So whatever that is distracting you, you'll be able to get over it over the next 6 months. But this is how it's going to play out. Okay, you're distracted, then you take some time out, then you focus and get back on track. Okay, so overall you're getting back on track. That's the good news for you. Realization. So I believe as you like take that period of isolation, as you actually go into the hermit mode, you will realize what you were doing wrong, and then that understanding, in that realization, you will sort of get back on track. So please make sure to firstly take some time out for yourself to just think about your step, maybe reconsider certain goals, rework certain plans, maybe think about your future goals as well, and then proceed towards doing things that way. Yeah, but that is what is happening for you, and especially for people who have not been having success in a way that you would hope for, things are changing. Okay, it's like the clouds are moving and sun is shining again, but you have to take the lead. Yeah, things are not going to fall into your lap, you are going to be having to do it. So if you want to progress in your career, you have to take the lead. If you want a promotion, walk into your boss's cabin and ask for that promotion. If you want a job well done, do it on your own, and do it so well that people stand and acknowledge you. But of course, because you have the Knight of Swords, you have the King of Swords as well, this could essentially mean by taking the lead, people will notice it and you may actually end up in those positions. Yeah, so be the leader is what is in store for you. And if you're worrying about something, then there is absolutely nothing to worry about. If you focus on your work really well, then you have absolutely nothing to worry about. I think the only thing to worry about is if you're distracted. Yeah, so that's what's in store. And the last one is be patient and be focused. So moving forward, you're being told that if you are slightly patient and if you're focused, once again, oh my god, I almost did not get that. Again, you have the word focused and you have focus. So there is one thing that's most important for you is focus. Yeah, so be patient with yourself and focus on what you want. Don't allow any distractions to come in. Social media, number one enemy, because I know once we get onto a particular social networking app or any app, we don't leave our cell phones at least for an hour or half an hour, depending on how much you love your cell phone. Yeah, so it's important for you to be focused and take lead of the situation if you really want to accomplish whatever it is that you have in mind for your goals. But overall, there's nothing to worry about. If you're focused, everything is going to work out for you. Overall, that is what I see for you when it comes to your work. As always, I leave you with nothing but my very best, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.